Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial guys, I'm going to show you how to flash the firmware to your Amiko A3 only. Do not use these files in any other device. Once more, these firmware files are only for the Amiko A3. Do not try and use them in any other device. Do not use them in the Amiko combo. They are not Amiko combo. Also guys, by following this video, using this information, you are using it at your own risk. I take no responsibility for any damages by following this information. I'm going to make this as easy as possible to follow. You will be required to download a zip file guys. You will be required to either have or download WinRAR within your laptop or PC. I will show you. Just go here guys and select whichever one it is that is for your device. If you're using a 64-bit device PC, download this one. If you're using a normal 32-bit PC or laptop, download this one. Once you have downloaded it, this is what you will get. The only thing you have to do is double click it, install, OK, and done. That is it guys. This little window will pop up, just exit, and that is it. That is the only file that you will be required to download as a Windows program. The other file is this one. This is the URL. All URLs I will put in the description guys to make it a lot easier for yourselves. All you do, open up this address in your web browser, click on download. It will ask you to input the captcha. Just put PMGL. This will be different for you guys. It will be a different captcha, but just copy it and put it in the bottom. Click download now and your file should automatically start downloading. There we go guys, it started to download. I'm just going to cancel it as I already have it. Once you have this file, this is it here guys. I'm just going to close this. Because you have installed WinRAR, which is a zip file extractor, RAR extractor, it is a compressed file extractor. Just right click on it guys and extract here. Once you've clicked on that, it will go through a little process of extracting all the files. You will end up with this folder. Now when you download this file, it will download it to your browser default folder. Now using Chrome uses your basic download directory, as you can see there guys. I'll just open this back up. All you basically have to do is just grab it and drag it over and then let go to put it on your desktop. Then you want to right click, extract here. I will just chuck that in there and show you the process. Extract here. Now this is extracting everything that's within that zip file guys. We're going to double click on it to open the folder. These files are the only files required to flash the firmware guys. Do not add this folder and do not add this file. You only need that, and that one. I will put in the instructions which exact files you will be required to add to your SD card. I will add it now so I can show you guys. Now that we've added our SD card, it doesn't matter guys whether you've got a brand new SD card, a second-hand SD card. Make sure there is absolutely nothing on it. So to do this, right click on your removable drive, however it shows up on your computer. You want to go to format, all the basic defaults. You can label it, it is entirely up to you. I'll just name it A3 for the purpose of this video. You're going to click on start. It only takes a few seconds guys. That's it. That's the card completely formatted with nothing on it. It is empty. So what we want to do now is go into our TF card, and these files, just highlight these files in the folder, click on either one that's highlighted and keep your finger on it, drag it and just drop it onto your TF card, guys. We're just going to let this copy over. There, now we have copied over, guys. These are the only files that are required to reflash the firmware on your box, on your Amiko A3. Now that we've copied the files over, guys, we're going to right click on the A3 as we named it and select eject. Now I'm going to pull out the card. I'm going to input the card into the rear of the Amiko, just to the left of the HDMI port. Be very careful, guys. If you get it in the wrong angle, you could damage something. Just be very careful inputting. We're going to switch over now, guys, to it booting up from the TF card. What I recommend before inserting your TF card into the Amiko A3, please power down the device and remove the power source of your device. Once you've done this, pop your TF card into the TF card slot. Make sure it clicks so it's in fully, and then once you've got it in, guys, hold down the front power button. While holding down the front power button, reconnect the power source. Once you've connected the power source, do not let go. Keep hold of that power button for a couple of more seconds, guys. Then you can let go of the power button at the front. We're going to switch to the video, guys, of the device booting up from the TF card, from holding the power button and connecting our power. Okay, guys, this is the screen you should see. Just leave your device alone. Do not touch it. It will reboot once it has flashed the firmware and wiped all the data, the cache, the SD card in. I have skipped it to the end of the process just to make this tutorial as short as possible. As you can see now, it's wiping the cache, it's wiping the SD card in. It has already wiped the user data. Now the device is rebooting, guys. At this process, guys, I recommend you eject the TF card from your device, and as we did earlier, guys, format it and then copy the installs folder. Once you've copied that folder, take your TF card and put it back into the TF card slot in your device. As you will notice in a moment, I do plug it in. There we go, guys. I've plugged my TF card back into the device. Now the device has been flashed, guys, and it's booted up. We're now presented with a setup screen. We're just going to select English and press the double arrowed right button. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to use a hardwired connection, guys, just to make the firmware update a lot faster. Just click your back button now and select your double arrowed right button. It does check to make sure you are on the latest firmware. Select update now. I am going to skip this process, guys, to the end of the process just to make it as short as possible. I know it is a long video to start with, so I'm just going to select a little bit further in front now. Okay guys, so we're coming to the end of the download of the new firmware. Once this is completed, it will go through a verification check. Once it's verified that the file it has downloaded is genuine, it will reboot and install the updated firmware. As you can see now guys, it's going through the verifying software package. Once this is completed, it will reboot, as I said earlier, and install the updated firmware. Once it's installed the updated firmware, it will reboot again, and as it boots up, it will update Android apps. As you can see now guys, it is updating to the latest firmware now. I know the process will be a lot easier if you could update the latest firmware through the main flash, but apparently there is no updated firmware available online that I could find that would bring your device to the latest update. I know it's a bit of a pain having to do it twice, but this way you know for a fact that you're getting the genuine firmware update and the latest update. As you can see now guys, we've updated the firmware to the latest one, and Android is upgrading and optimizing apps. Once this process has finished, you will be presented again with the setup screen. Do not press and hold the power button and the double arrowed right button, as your device is already synced to your remote. The only thing that you have to do guys is just press the double arrowed right button once, and this will take you through the rest of the setup. Okay guys, now this is finished. We're going to be presented with the setup screen again, but as I said earlier guys, do not hold down the power button and the double arrowed right button. There is no need, as your device is already synced. Just press your double arrow right. Once again, if English isn't selected or your preferred language, just select it guys. And again, I'm just using the hardwired cable as it's a little bit faster. It's going to check for updates again. The software is up to date. Double arrowed right button again. Now this is the tricky one guys. As it states, it's already selected. If you noticed, it said 1335, but as I went down and selected it again, it said 1455. Now we're on the screen resolution guys. I'm just going to leave it at 720. Now we're presented with the satellite setup. Just press your back button guys. We're not going to go into all this. As you can see, we've got no TV channels or anything. This is where the install folder comes in. We're going to press the left double arrowed button, left double arrowed button again, and select settings. Now we're going to press the right double arrowed button and go across and down to miscellaneous settings. I like to put my standby mode on options, so I'm just going to select that. Now go down to database transform, import database. Now on screen from the options guys, you can see my hard drive, which is C, the TF card is SD1, and my Amiko memory, which is the STB memory. So we're going to go up to SD1, we're going to press red or press the right button around the OK. Go into the installs folder, highlight the channels list and press red to confirm. We're going to press OK so it imports the channel list. Once this is completed guys, it will say import success. Now we're going to press the back button again, we're going to go across to Picon Downloader. Once again, we're going to load Picons, go to SD1, Installs folder, down to Updated A3 Picons and press red to select that directory. Now they have imported, guys, we're going to press back button. We're going to go back to our channel list, which is the TV, using the double arrowed right button. As you can see, no Picons have loaded. But what we're going to do, we're just going to press the back button to come out and then press the home button to go back in and press the double arrowed right. And as you can see, all the Picons are now started loading. What we're going to do now, guys, first off is go to the Spark App Store. We're going to open this up. We're going to use the double arrowed right. As you can see at the top of the screen, it's on System. We want to go across to OTT, and the top application that's highlighted is, which is current version is 16.1 RC2. We're going to press the green button on the remote to install it. This is all I'm going to show you concerning the XBMC/Kodi. Do not contact Kodi themselves, guys, or the XBMC team or developers. They will not answer any questions regarding third-party add-on. This software is 100% free, always has been, always will be. Do not take any third-party add-on problems to either XBMC team development, Kodi development, Kodi team, anyone like that, guys. If you have any problems with any third-party add-ons, please contact the add-on developer. Now that's installed successfully, guys, we're going to press the back button twice to come out, and we're going to go into our file list, which is our file browser. Now that we're in here, guys, we want the SD1, installs, and then installs again. And these are all the apps that we're going to install. Highlight it, press OK, press the red button to install it. Once it's installed, press your back button and then press your right button again to move across to the next application, like so. Red button again to install it. Once it's installed again, guys, back button, and continue this process through all these apps, guys. The Cartoon HD application will require you to log into the Play Store. So if you've already got a Google account, you can just open up the Google Play and insert your details as already existing. This way it'll make it an easier process. This app I have not fully tested yet, guys, but I thought I'd chuck it in there anyway. It's just a little app to give you live sports. I've done a lot of work trying to find reliable sources and reliable apps that get updated constantly, guys. Sadly though, the TV Portal app is no longer getting any more updates, guys. If it does get taken over in future, I will be adding it back to the device again. But I have read on their official page that it is no longer going to be updated, which is sad because it was a great little app. I am going to cut this to the end of the install of all the apps, guys, and then walk you through the rest of it. Okay guys, now we're coming to the end of the install of all the apps. Once this is finished, guys, all you have to do is just press your back button on your remote to come out of the file browser. We're now back in the apps, so we're going to go up to the top, all the way to the left to the first app, guys. We're going to start this app up, we're going to run it, I recommend everybody does this before using anything on your device, as this blocks a lot of bad web stuff like Trojans and internet phishing. So just open it, guys. By default, your Amiko A3 is pre-rooted from factory. This application does require root, so if your device is not rooted, this application will not work. I'm just going to take you through a few of the options you've got in Android Assistant. As you can see, we were looking at the monitoring, we're now looking at processes. We're going to go to power save. There are no options in this that can help you guys. If you select any or deselect any in the power save, it will crash the program. In the clear cache, you can clear all. It does help. In the systems, you can clear all. This does help largely. You've got a file manager, you've got a batch installer, batch uninstaller, a startup manager. The startup manager is an excellent option, guys. If you're having trouble with OSCAM starting on a reboot or a fresh start, then just tick it to select it, as I've shown you there in Add Away. Just tick it to select it, reboot your box, and OSCAM will start up as your device starts. We've got a little system information here. Gives you a little information about your device, what's supported and what's not, what version Android it's running, what model it is, what processor it's got. You've got app to SD. This is for apps that are installed and you want to move them. If the application finds any, then it will allow you to move them. You've got a backup and restore. You can check all and select backup. This will back all files up to, as you can see up the top, guys, SD card Android Assistant _ app backup. Now for a quick look in permissions. This is what the applications that you've installed, it finds out what permissions that application requires of your setup. Don't worry about that error that you've just got, guys. If you get it, it's because we've installed all the applications and we haven't rebooted the device yet. Although some applications won't allow you to alter their permissions, don't worry about it, guys. You're not going to be using it anyway. It's just to help with clearing cache and whatnot. We're just going to take a quick look at Movies HD. As you can see, loads up nicely. You've got a recent section, movies section, cartoons section, TV series section, and a favourites. Now, to add anything to your favourites, all you have to do is, let's take, for example, Deadpool. We'll open that. Little star in top corner. Just click it, guys, so it selects it. That will add it to your favourites. If you're going to play anything, guys, as we did earlier when we installed all the apps, we installed MX Player. Use MX Player for every option you can. It is one of the best media players that's available for your device to use. And as we can see now, guys, we've come out and gone to our favourites, and we can see that that movie option was inserted. To remove them, just select them and select the star, remove the star, and it removes the favourite, as you can see, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to come out of this one. We're going to take a quick look at Terrarium TV. As we've only just installed them all, you get the update info and features, guys. I'm just going to wait for it to load the picons. There we go. And while ever this blue line is at the top of the screen, guys, this is the application searching sources. It is looking for links from all its sources. Now, this application uses multiple sources, so it all depends how fast your connection is on how fast it will finish finding sources. But once it disappears, that's when it's done looking. If you press and hold on a link, you can select play without subtitles, which is one of the best options. If you just click on a link, it will take you to the subtitle options, and then you can select a subtitle, or you can go to the bottom and skip choosing subtitle. As you can see, guys, we selected one with subtitles, so we're going to start it over and the subtitles should be automatically embedded. There we go. We're just going to come out now, guys. I'm just going to show you how to add a season, a TV show to favourites. Just go into it, guys. Once again, the star in the top right corner, we'll add it to your favourites. Or in this case it's called bookmarks, but it's the same thing, guys. You can select by category, like comedy, fantasy, sci-fi and so on. So we're going to come out of there now, guys. We're going to take a quick look in Megabox HD. Nice, loaded pretty quick. These are all genres or categories, however you want to call them, guys. You've got a movie section, TV section, a favourites, a downloads, this is the quality options that you get when you select a link. 720. As I said earlier, guys, always use the MX player where possible. So once again, guys, in the Megabox HD, to add to favourites, go into whatever you want to favourite, highlight the star, and you can go straight to your favourites and it will appear in there, guys. Don't worry about these little errors, guys. It's just because we haven't rebooted the device after installing everything. Once you do a reboot, you should be perfectly fine. We're just going to take a quick look at the newest Movies HD app. At first run, guys, it will take a little while for it to load up everything. Here we go, guys. Just give it a few more seconds and it should load all the pick-ons and everything up. The one thing I do want to show you guys on this one is the video selection, I think it is. When you want to play a link. As you can see in the left menu, you've got all the regular options, TV, movies, favourites, downloads and such. I'm just going to show you how to get to the episode. As with the other apps, it all tends to be information and a little video tab at the side. With this one, it seems to be really over to the far right of the screen, but it does work. And I've got to say, guys, this little app, it does TV, it does movies, it does a great job. It's a nice little app. Now we're going to take a quick look into the OSCAM. We're just going to start it up. We're going to use the double arrowed right to go across to the config. We're going to press OK on the first one. In the server name, this is where you would put your URL, which is the web address. Server port is what you would put your port address, username, it's self-explanatory, password is self-explanatory, and protocol would be your cam selection. Once you've put all those details in, guys, all you have to do is press the red button to save and restart OSCAM, and you should be good to go. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to take you to the Cross EPG, which is under your apps. I'm going to show you a quick demonstration, guys. You want to press the double arrowed right to open TV and highlight and press the OK button on both Sky UK ones. Then go back using the left double arrowed button. Highlight the top one, guys. I'm only doing this as a quick demonstration on how it works. So I've just pressed download on the highlighted one, but with you having two there, guys, you would have to press the green button to download list, as you have two options there. I am now going to cut to the end of this, guys, just to make this video as short as possible. This process can take quite a long time, guys. I've now skipped it to the end of it, which is about 5-6 minutes. It has now downloaded partial data, guys. Don't forget there's two options. There's a 28.2 and a 28.4. We only downloaded the information from the 28.2. Okay, guys, I'm just going to take you to an application on showing you how to clear its cache and data. Highlight the app, press the menu button, and then select clear data and cache. But please bear in mind, any favourites you have in those applications, you will lose them clearing the data and cache. I'm just going to show you Kodi starting up. Once again, guys, do not take any add-on issues to any of the XBMC Foundation, Kodi team, Kodi developers. Always take your issues with any third-party add-ons to the add-on developer, guys. I just wanted to point that out. We're just going to go across to system and go down to system information. As it's the first time we've run it, it is going to be checking for any updates and installing any updates, guys. So the CPU will show high at first run. But as you can see, it is jumping down, but as it's doing something, it's jumping straight back up. The only reason I've left it like this, guys, is because everybody's different. What one person wants set up, the other one doesn't, so I'd prefer just to leave it to you guys to set this up however you'd like. This is the storage information. As you can see, my SD-A2 is my hard drive, the SD card 1 is the TF card. This is the hardware information, this is the video information. I'm just going to take you back to the main menu now, guys. You do get all the basic videos, music, pictures, programs. That's about it, guys. I'm going to take you back now and show you the category options for the channel list. If you press the green button, you will get this option screen for the categories. You've got documentaries, religion, movies, entertainment, kids. Also, if you notice, guys, all the pick-ons are loaded from within the favourites categories. If you press the left around the OK button, it will bring up the show information. If you press the right around the OK button, it will bring up the EPG. Now, the EPG can be changed, guys, into however you like. If you press the yellow button, it will switch it from grid to now. Press it again, it will switch it to next, what's on each channel. And if you press it again, it will switch it to EPG schedule, which will give you a 7-day guide within a day's listing. Just go to the channel. To change the day that you want on the guide, just press the double arrowed right button, and to go back to the day that you want, just press the double arrowed left, and that will take you back a day. Well, I think that's about pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to reboot your device. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Also, hit the share button, guys. I know this video has been a long video, guys. I hope it's helped you out. I hope it's got you where you want to be with your device. Once again, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I shall catch you on the next one.